You see, here is the key. The child as the foundation of the adult is already a person of God. For that vast future is eternal, and eternal is in all dimensions, is outside of time, embraces time, is not swamped by it. You see, his being has created time. It's in him, not he in it. Whereas the child is conceived in time, which is within him. And the universe is the birth fluid, and God, the containment, the holding, the tissue that holds the fluid, the body of mum, so to speak. We are, you see, of God. We start perfect. Perfection does not, cannot lose its incredible potential. See, the purity of the child is perfect. No person does what's wrong in their own eyes. Given the view they have, they do what is for the best as they see it. It's a very restrictive vision in the womb. It's a very restrictive vision as a toddler, as a junior, as a child. But they're actually choosing all the time what they understand to be best. But they're ever striving for more, for greater, to grow up, more freedom, more power, more understanding, more joy, more comfort, more happiness, more. My eldest son, he was known as More by the other apple pickers when I was picking one season. The ladies called him More. You always say more. The archetypal consumer, wasn't he? Just what the modern retail market longs for. More. You just look at a child, the expression of heaven, the expression of enormous, astonishing potential. We're swept away with it. That's how we are to God. We are his children. Loves us to bits. Sure, you can set aside every joy of living, renounce everything, self itself. Because at heart you are perfect. You're a seed of God. And you can blend back into God, of course. What's the point in that? I'm come that you might have life, have it more abundant. Not that you die and simply return from whence you came. I send forth my word, and it shall not return void, but it shall accomplish everything I purpose for it. Do you feel the will here? Do you feel the vision here? Do you know your God? I am come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. And nothing is going to stop me doing that. And if you blend back into me, because that's your longing and your will, fine. But you will go forth again. Because that's who I am. I'm a parent, a father, mother. I want children, grandchildren. I want them to experience the fullness that the heavenly host has in eternity. This fantastic fellowship. Of adults like myself. Without end. Awesomely, awesomely, awesome. But simply the loveliness of God. Thank you, Heavenly Father, dearest friend, wonderful one. Thank you, Heavenly Father. You see, the child can go to sleep and can be awake. And if they choose to sleep without waking, that's a tragedy. But they need to be awake and conscious to enter into life, life eternal. They can stay in sleep and return to me. And they are me. But I will go forth again. Every part of my being is as infinite as the whole. I think that's the best way of putting it in your understanding. Awake for the sun who scattered into flight, the stars before him from the field of night, drives night along with them and strikes the Sultan's turret with a shaft of light. True Sultan is God. The turret is his universe. While his universe of universes, it's rather more than what we conceive of here. And the light is himself. That illumines everything. And if illumine sounds gloomy to you, it's because of our poor conception of such. But what is it? Gita says that there should rise suddenly within the skies sunbeams of 1,000 suns undreamed of. Then might that Holy One's majesty be dreamed of. Something like that. I haven't actually got it quite right, have I? And I'm not claiming I've got it quite right here. I'm just indicating in which direction the right is. And it's certainly not in oblivion. It's in ever-increasing consciousness. Consciousness of the truth, which is consciousness of God Himself, herself, him, herself. We don't have the good pronoun, do we? I'm not going to say it. That's just not acceptable to me. God is a person. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic person. And so are we, His children. My goodness. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Look, 1 trillion sperm blend back into the body. But one finds life eternal. One is born as a child into the universe, becomes an adult. The others are not lost, they're recycled. Do you just want to be recycled, for goodness sake? Where's your dynamism? Don't you know who you are? You're the seed of God. You have the potential of the infinite with the infinite. You have the potential to be part of the host of heaven. Are you just going to give it back? Say, here, Lord, here are the talents you gave me. I've kept them and I give them back to you, exactly as you gave them to me. Scream no throughout all heaven. I will accomplish what I will accomplish. I am a child of God. Do you see? Many are called, few are chosen. How many children come out of the womb? How much male sperm went in? We make that far too much, don't we? Goodness gracious me. And all we have is a few children. But they are fantastic. There are children. The rest of the sperm is just recycled in the universe. Nothing wasted, but used in the end. Well, there is no end with God. Will be used. You can delay becoming a child of God. You can stop it short. You can have stillbirth. You can die young. But it's not your destiny. I send forth my word and it shall accomplish what I will. There's nothing that can stop God. Nothing. He is sovereign will. So, you can delay if you like. You can go back to sleep, to the next life, and the next life, and the next life, and the next life, and the next life. You can sleep how many thousands of times in your lifetime. But in the end, you'll grow up. You'll be born and survive and become part of the host of heaven. You can tarry for 1,000,000 incarnations if that's your bent, if that's part of your individuality. But there's no need. You can come now if you want. I come now, Lord.